Well, what's going on, everyone? This is Crazy Salt, and today we're going to be going over my mastery setup and why I have this mastery setup, how I can manipulate it, what works for Alliance Quest, Alliance Wars, Event Quest, Story Quest, Arenas, all that good stuff. So let's get into my masteries really quickly. As you can tell, the left side of my mastery tree is very basic. Normally everyone runs this setup for the first left half of the tree up until precision and cruelty, and on the right hand side some people run the suicide masteries, some people run despair, deep wounds, and assassin. Some people don't run anything. I decided to run the suicide masteries just because the damage output that we have is too high for me not to use the suicide masteries. When I place in Alliance Wars defense, it makes it a lot easier for me to have this type of setup, because then I can just recover my points, put all my points up until precision and cruelty on the left hand side in, place my defensive champions, and then come back here and put my suicide masteries back on. I know this gets a little bit expensive for some people. I know they don't like doing this, but for me it saves me some time as well as some glory that we have here. So I don't use it on potions, I can use it on anything else that I want in there. So we're gonna go to my defensive tree on the left hand side. It's also very basic. I know some people, instead of stand your ground and perfect block, they like putting their mastery points in energy resistance and physical resistance, which you can go either way, but for me I like stand your ground because I feel like it's a more defensive type of mastery points, because I run Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom, he has an innate ability to resist your attacks, so while holding your block you can also resist a block break with stand your ground. So I think that just gives him a better edge. And then on the right hand side of the mastery tree we have willpower 3 out of 3, which is very standard, and then we have coagulate 3 out of 3. The reason why I have coagulate is because on the offensive tree I am running this mastery point, which is double edge. It makes you bleed for 16 seconds, but it adds attack to all of your champions, so I think that's very worth it. So if you put on coagulate, it lessens the damage from any bleed debuff, which includes double edge. So I think that's a great mastery point to have, and it's a great defensive strategy to have on, because even if you do take some bleed damage from one of your opponents, you take less bleed damage than you would. So now we're going to go to our proficiency tree. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. I always have 3 out of 3 in parry, 3 out of 3 in stupefy, and 1 out of 3 in dexterity. That will never change. I normally either have 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 in limber. Once again, this is more of a defensive setup because it reduces the duration of enemy stuns. So if any of my champions on defense get stunned, then the stun debuff lasts 32% less, or 48% if I do have 5 out of 5. But I have 4 out of 5 right now, and then I have 3 out of 5 in Mystic Dispersion. This is for Dr. Doom on defense, and also because I use magic on my offensive team in Alliance Quest. And then I have 1 in Scatter Lens because I am running lane 7 in Alliance Wars this season, so it makes it a little bit easier for me to actually see who I'm fighting. Even though I don't get to see who I'm fighting, at least I get to see what stars, if they're duped, if they're not, all that good stuff. So now we're going to go to my champions, and I'm going to show you guys why I chose this mastery setup. I mean, as you can see right here, I have Corvus, which is a great champion for suicides. You kind of need suicides to run Corvus. We have Omega Red, we have Aegon, we have Iceman, We have Colossus, Domino, Thing, Blade, Red Hulk. All these champions benefit from the Suicide Masteries. The only champion I believe that does not benefit from the Suicide Masteries is Void on my team right now, just because Void, you need to use his special ones to inflict debuffs on the opponent, so that kind of hurts. But whenever I need to use Void, I'll just switch my mastery setup and I'll use Void anyways. But anyways, if you did like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions videos. Until next time, peace.